Yo, what's up everybody, it's your boy Dog here, and today I'm going to be doing the 10th episode of the gameplay review series. I'm going to be reviewing Acruse's gameplay today. So there's a good bit where he kind of just like dilly-dallies around on Minecraft before he actually gets into a game, but there's a part of audio that he says that I'm assuming he wants me to let you guys hear, so I'm just going to let it rip right here, and I'm going to mute the sound after, and then the gameplay review will start.
Hi, Darian.
Alright, there you go. He wanted you guys to hear that so desperately. So yes, hello Acruse. We're going to be reviewing your gameplay today. So let's skip into the video. Oh, that's a really cool background. Okay, so he gets right into a game, and it's Calum, actually. He goes Necro Prestige 2. He knows exactly what kit he is going, wasting absolutely no time. I like the setup of the GUI, the Calum in the top right corner, and the 3:50 p.m. the upper left-hand corner, just so you guys know exactly when he's recording this video. I'm really excited, honestly. I'm always ready to review Calum gameplay. It's such a fresh map, and it's very unique. Necromancer Prestige 2 is a very good pick for Calum because you get the punch bow and the mobs that are very obstructive when people are trying to run across a bridge and things like that. So upon picking Necro, he pretty much has entire like map control, basically. So he loots the chain helmet and the leather chest plate. Honestly, that's not the best idea because like you get everything with Necromancer. Oh, well, muted for discrimination of a player or group of people. Acruse, my man, you naughty boy. That is bad news bears, my friend. It's okay. I think it's in 2 hours. It's actually kind of funny. He got unmuted like the same day he recorded this. But yeah, definitely don't loot like everything in a chest because like Necromancer kind of gives you everything already. He learned pretty fast though. He loots the chain helmet and the leather chest plate, but then he doesn't loot the armor in the second chest, and he like drops some of the food, which, you know, always good to see. Okay, so he's PvPing. It's pretty good like PvPer, obviously. Acruse is more of like a pot player, and he came to Blitz, so I'm expecting very, very good player versus player abilities in this video. So he's having real trouble like getting across the terrain and kind of traversing it. It's kind of like weird. Like he's getting caught on blocks a lot. Like you see he got caught on the chest. Like he got caught on the chest and then caught on the staircase and things like that. Okay, so how is he going to use the speed buff? Nope. Okay, well, he doesn't actually like use the speed buff, but right when that player crosses the bridge, he immediately draws his bow, wastes no time. That's always good. Draws his bow again at a very, very laggy player. But generally it's very good because his reflexes are good. Like, you need to be ready to go on Calum because it's a very, like, do or die map, you know? If you're not going to do, you're going to die on Calum, basically. Wow, this guy's a laggy mofo. And then he hits the shot when he lags it. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? He lags into... the player teleports into the shot. Acruse is straight up Nostradamus right now. Holy moly. That was actually really cool. I get shots like that sometimes. It's actually really dope when a player like lags into your shot. It's like Destiny. It's like you shot through a rift in time. Oh, I don't know what's like happening right here. The screen just goes black. Okay, well, I skipped 5 seconds in and boom, we're ready to go. We're back. Don't worry. All right, so it's Calum, so I'm assuming not many eventful things are going to happen in this game. Wow, he has a lot of things ready to go. Like, you saw his desktop background, you saw his like lunar client, and just everything is everywhere. What a modified, like, computer, you know. My computer is very basic compared to this. Obviously, that has nothing to do with the gameplay review, but, I mean, he's just kind of standing here waiting for the star, which is a smart play. Because whether or not it's Calum or Cattle Drive or a short map, it's like, if it's Calum versus Cthulhu Island, the star can spawn at any time. So if you're at a comfortable position in the game and you don't really want to go and look for players, it's always good to stay stationary. I mean, it's a strategy. You can do that. Okay, so Acruse drinks a speed pot in order to gain distance on this kill. He sees the player, he punch bows them. He's not willing to go across the bridge. That's good. Never ever take risks. Play safe. He's teabagging. The player's teabagging back at him. You know, it's good banter, good banter. He types Gamma sense in the chat. Amazing spelling from our man Acruse. He might have a little bit of game sense on Calum, but he might not. He doesn't have the best spelling. Breaking the dirt block over and over. He's really showing us, I have this diamond shovel. I want you to realize this is a diamond shovel. He's teabagging a lot, man. I don't know. He's really cocky. Nah, but that was good. So if you drink a speed pot and it's about to be deathmatch and you're not very confident in deathmatch, use speed to get to the last kill. It's a very good strategy. So he immediately drinks speed, tries to get a circle strafe off, and he's getting really, really good combos. The rod, he's like pressuring this player. The player's not as fast as Acruse. He kind of... Okay, so that was a really good fight, but there was one thing about that fight that I didn't like too much. So Acruse snaps down to pot right here, and I'm pretty sure it gives the player time to recover. Like, okay, so right here, he pots, and you can see the particle effects from their potion. If he would have just held W, the player would have been a lot more pressured, and it's kind of like what I say in pretty much every gameplay review, in the sense of, like, don't try too hard for a win, because your opponent might feed off of that and actually kick your ass. Like, you'd be surprised. All right, so he goes into another game, Necromancer Prestige 2. He goes from that to Paladin Prestige 2. This man said that he is a star. He's only going to play star kits. He's already teabagging in the lobby. He's wasting no time. I'm going to skip a little bit into the video because I think he's having a lot of fun. He's like, yeah, I'm getting reviewed today. Let's go. I mean, obviously, he doesn't know that. I mean, nobody knows when they're being reviewed. Obviously, you see October 22nd in the upper right-hand corner, right? I do too. So he's picking Paladin Prestige 2 again, just in case, you know, if he didn't pick it or not. Pick it like, you know, the player. Ha, funny. All right, so let's see how he plays Paladin Prestige 2, because Paladin needs a little bit more chest looting. He didn't go for that Stone Axe. That's a weird champ. He didn't go for the Chain Helmet. That's a little smarter. Okay. Iron Boots. That's good. XP Bottle, Wood Sword. Okay, so that's a little weird. He didn't go for the Stone Axe, but he goes for the Wood Sword. Maybe he's just not good with those kinds of weapons, like axes, I guess. I mean, it's all the same stuff. You just hit players. I don't really know like why he wouldn't pick that up. He probably couldn't have gotten a spawn killer too if he was a little faster on that. Okay, so his PvP is a little choppy here. He doesn't really know who he wants to go for. He randomly eats right there. I don't think he was aware that people were chasing him or not, so like him eating there was a little bit... Okay, well, okay, never mind, okay. He was aware that he had distance on them. I was about to say, like, did he just like eat without knowing that there were players like behind him, or did he like know that they had a considerable distance away from him, or they were a considerable distance away? All right, so he's just got Iron Boots here. So, okay, I was about to say, he needs to acquire leggings. Commentator's curse. What can I say? He's got a level. Now, I'm curious to see if he thinks a Stone Sword Sharpness 1 is better than an Iron Sword, because a lot of players are like half and half on that. I see a lot more people thinking Stone Sword Sharpness 1 is better, though, so we'll see if Acruse thinks that that is better. Okay, so he jumps down while he has Res 3, gets the quick root. He wants a kill. He's thirsty for the kill. And this kill has chain leggings, I believe. I don't think they do. Never mind. I was about to say. Yeah, but it's smart, you know, like, utilize the Res 3. You know, the Res 3 doesn't just keep you protected from hits. It keeps you protected from fall damage, lava damage, fire damage. It keeps you protected from a lot. So, you know, if you have Res 3, you're basically invincible to an extent. So you can do a lot more things. And he just flawlesses this. Oh, I was about to say he just flawlesses this guy. But he manages to get one hit. He throws in a little teabag here. And then out of nowhere, this guy, like, he's bee-hopping, right? Yeah, okay, out of nowhere comes a motherfucking bee-hopper. And Acruse, being the little asshole that he is, he teabags at the bee-hopper. Look, he teabags. What the fuck? He's like, yeah, I'm being bee-hopped on. All right, what's the smartest thing I can do against a bee-hopper? Okay, teabag, of course. And then he just, like, gets into the corner. Can he kill the bee-hopper? Holy shit, yeah, I figured he could have killed him, because, like, this bee-hopper doesn't appear to be going too hard. And also, like, I don't know. Still very impressive, though, to kill the bee-hopper. I think that's, yeah, okay, that's his recording lagging. Very impressive. So he basically flawlesses a Speely 10, and then out of nowhere, he's ambushed by a bee-hopper. And even after the ambush, he annihilates them in, like, 2 crits. Very good aim, PvP kind of game sense in general from Acruse. He got into the corner against the bee-hopper, and that is easily the best strategy that you can do against a bee-hopper. I think he also splashed an... Yeah, okay, so he might have splashed an Invis Potion against the bee-hopper. I want to go back and see that. Did he, or did he just... Okay, so he uses... Does he use all of his Paladin Pots here? Yeah, he does, okay. So he uses all of his Paladin Pots here to survive, and without those Paladin Pots, he would have lost the game, so that was very good usage there from him. But if he dies later in the game, then, you know, I guess that was all pointless. That's what sucks about killing a hopper. You know, you kill them, and then, you know, it just seems like all of your efforts were pointless. He's turning down his sensitivity. He knows what's coming. He has to aim steady. He has to get ready for the Blitz Star. So he's running to mid with 40 seconds left of Blitz Star, which is a very safe time to run towards middle, in my opinion. He's going to take a fight on the side, little side quest here. Maybe he'll be able to make the star. I don't know if he'll be able to. If he will, then kudos to his sense of timing in this game. So this Paladin was getting a little bit... like scared, I guess. They were getting a little intimidated, so they pot a little early, and Acruse gets a lot of free hits. That's good. Always use your movement to intimidate your opponent, you know? Get free hits when you can, because they might panic exactly like that player did. That was a free kill for Acruse. Right when he got the first hit, that player was panicking right off the bat. All right, so his timing is actually just immaculate. He gets there right on time. He jumps over spawn and prioritizes critting that player over... Well, okay... See, that was a mistake and also a really good play. So he's going for the star. His timing is immaculate. He gets to the star right when he should have. There's literally 4 seconds left, and with those 4 seconds, he jumps across spawn promptly and then crits Sayapi away, wraps back around. Now here, what he should have done is probably ran to the left and looted the chests on this side, and then wrapped back around as Sayapi thinks it's safe to loot the other side, so this side. But what he does instead is he enchants his sword, and Sayapi gets a free Fire Axe crit and Iron Sword crit because of that. But Acruse is very able in PvP, so I don't think he's going to die here. Then this guy comes out of nowhere. Holy shit, how chaotic can this game be? So Sayapi crits him, and then he flings Sayapi away. The Eraser comes in, gets wombo-domboed, and then he's looking for the Blitz Star. He's trying to like hop around spawn. And then he gets a little intimidated and runs away. Okay, so you probably could have gotten the star there because Sayapi was actually the same amount of health as you, and the Eraser was really low. So kind of rough around the edge play there, but generally, like, he had good timing. He just didn't have good mid control. So definitely practice on that. But generally, okay, well, he gets the kill on Sayapi, so I guess it's fine. Okay, I was about to say that may have not been the best play, though, because if you kill people and the counter goes less. So like if you say there are 5 players alive here, let me like explain why that was bad. Let me go back to when that happens. Okay, so before Sayapi dies, there's 5 players left, right? And I know this is really blurry. Let me pause right here. Or when it's not blurry somehow. Come on. Will it ever not be blurry? Okay. So right here, there are 5 players left. Sayapi is in front of Acruse, and the Eraser is ahead of Sayapi, right? So, or Sayapi, or Sapi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so don't kill me, please, in the comments. Please. I'm just commentating. Please don't kill me, okay? Now, but basically what happens here is the Eraser has the star. There are 5 players left, and Acruse takes out Sayapi, which is seen as a viable threat to the Eraser. The Eraser, in his head, is probably going to use the star on either Acruse or Sayapi. So, to bait out the star's use, he probably should have just kept Sayapi alive and left him alone and let Sayapi, like, chase the Eraser around so that the Eraser burns the star on, say, like Robin Hood or something like that. Because at this point, Acruse can't really get much from his kill. So him killing him here was kind of like a burden, if anything. We'll see what happens, though. Well, not see what happens. I mean, obviously, he Vault Hunters, but that's also kind of bad because now he has a really good item. Like I said, Acruse did not get much from that kill. I think he got a Gapple. He might have. Or did he have the Gapple? Okay, so he got the Gapple from the kill. Okay, so he got a good bit of stuff from the kill because the Gapple is very good, but in the face of a Vault Hunter sword, is it really like that good? I think Acruse has an Iron Sword that's clean. You should definitely go see to enchanting that. So like combine the Unbreaking Sword, and then like you get 2 chances here, so you can enchant that clean Iron Sword in your inventory and then combine them. Okay, I'm teaching him about the game, and he said, "Fuck what you think. I'm just gonna flawless this guy in a jump crit combo." Holy shit! I'm like trying to tell this guy what to do and all that, and he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna flawless the guy with the Vault Hunter weapon and just take it for myself." I mean, fuck what you're saying. Why have game sense when I can be a melee tard, right? I'm just kidding. That worked out perfectly for him. That was a very good play. Very ballsy play, though. I like that about Acruse. He's got very ballsy plays. He's not afraid to, you know, hold W in certain situations. Like a lot of players in that spawn moment, like where he was fighting Sayapi, that moment when the Eraser runs in, Acruse took that fight, and a lot of players will not do that. So kudos to how ballsy this guy is. But sometimes in Blitz, being ballsy gets you killed. He says good luck, but unfortunately his sportsmanship is filtered out by Hypixel's mute system. Pray for Acruse. I'm just kidding. He's already unmuted. Probably. He might have been muted again. This was recorded on October 22nd. Oh, he typed. Okay, awesome. He's typing some inappropriate things in the chat that I will not repeat. It's not good for the video. Come on, Acruse. Don't be toxic. You wonder why you're muted, man. And he's trying to... he's BMing the little play. Come on, man. This guy's like, "No, I will not take your..." Look, he's like, "No, no!" He's like shaking his head. He's like, "No, I can't take that item. No, 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 it's cross-teaming. No, no." It's like the guy that says, "Don't do it. I'm a virgin." You know that meme? Yeah, yeah. That's like literally what just happened. Report Snow. Oh, and now Snow says that he's going to report Redux for an inappropriate word. All right. If you were wondering why Acruse was muted, he is answering it quite frequently. Okay, well, he's going into teams solo? Was this intentional? Okay, well, he's just, like, trolling around with his packs and stuff like that, so, like, I'm just gonna, like, go ahead and go into teams. I think, okay, so that was a mistake. So he goes into solo. He says KXMA is in the game. KXMA is right there across from him. You see him already. There was nothing really special in Acruse's email, by the way. I may as well add that. So he's going Necromancer Prestige 2. So that's, again, he's going, you know, only star kits for today. This guy is a star. He said that he is going to only go star kits. Hey, now, you're an all-star, but it's literally all stars because Acruse has only gone prestige kits so far. So let me rewind that and kind of like, you know, evaluate what happened. So he's trying to get this free kill for a speed buff. He gets away, so he immediately snaps to the left and realizes these two players are fighting. He tries to crit out the person who is the highest health, which is smart. And he angles the hits. I don't know if that was intentional, but he like kind of angles the hits in a way. It probably was intentional. Acruse is an exceptional like PvP or melee or like mechanically you know, talented. So he kind of angles the hits on this player away so he doesn't like hit them towards KXMA. It's always smart to do. If you're kiting after players and you don't want one of them to get a speed buff, always like hit them away from the player they're trying to kill. Either that or go for the player who's lower. That's also a strategy. That wasn't viable for Acruse's case, though, but in general, you know, it's always good to go for the lower player in a fight of two players because then you can chain a speed buff into the other one. Okay, so he's kind of going for... Okay, so, see, that was a bad play there. So... He's running up on this guy. He ignores him, and instead of going for him, he goes for these two. So this guy's being crit out by what appears to be someone with a weapon. Now, I guess from Acruse's perspective, he didn't see that this player had a sword, but as you saw that earlier on, he got the kill. So instead of going for this alt, or this random player here, he goes for this guy with the weapon who now he knows has a weapon because right there it renders and it's like, it's very obvious he has a weapon. So right here it's not obvious he has a weapon, but now it is, and then he crits him twice and then he gets the kill. You could have gotten a free speed buff there, but I guess it doesn't matter because he's, you know, shredding him anyway. Well, never mind. I was about to say, I thought Acruse was going to get the kill there, and then that guy comes out of nowhere and starts hitting Acruse. Holy shit! People really like trying to clean Mr. Nice Snow. Yeah, but that was not really that great of a play there. You probably should have went for the alt account and then chained the speed into the other guy. But you did almost recover from that and get the kill anyway, which was good. So, you know, it's not like you got completely fucked over and died because of it. So, you know, kudos to you, of course. That would have only been a terrible play if you died. So, like, if that were, like, you know, if you died because of that, that would have been genuinely on you. So, this is a nicked Bakerton. Let's see how Acruse handles this. He rods a little bit. He tries to bow flick here. He's bow snapping. Okay, so... See, that's I don't agree with the bow hopping thing because okay, look, okay, see, like, look, it's just this giant blur. It's like, you are Necromancer, so you have 6.5 armor bars and you have Proj Prot 3 across all of your pieces, which means that you don't really need to bow hop because bow hopping kind of hinders your ability to aim, and this is why I'll normally win bow fights against people that are trying to bow fight me is because they'll start bow hopping and panicking, which bow hopping is really just a sign of panicking. Like, you see Acruse is low, he's 3.5 hearts, he's bow hopping. Normally, if you stand in place and you bow someone, it'll psych the other player out, and they will think that you're going to bow hop, but you're not, and that's why you know, I'll win a lot of my bow fights because I just kind of stand still. So he hits the second shot. I was just kind of saying that, okay, he's in a very sticky situation right here. So he runs around. What? That was so scripted. Oh my God. Look how scripted this is. Okay, so he's running away from this player. And he turns around, boom, sees a guy in shit tons of gear. What was that, like 8.5 armor bars? And then he rods him back, and then this Bakerton doesn't capitalize, and he just runs around a cactus and flawlesses him. Like, what? This game literally wants Acruse to win more than anything. Okay, well, he Baker Pots on a Hunter. That was a little sus. That was not too good utility usage right there. So now you only have 1 Baker Pot versus 2. He replaces the Proj Prot boots with the Baker's Prot boots. That is always a good move. Always make sure to replace Proj Prot with Prot. That is a must in this game. But if you get enough Prot pieces, you may want to keep on 1 Proj Prot piece to have a little bit of enchantment versatility, you know? Just like a very versatile armor set with a lot of enchantment. So he goes to this fight. He sees his players on 8. He just snaps his head around. He's giving us whiplash. He literally breaks his neck right there to get that kill. He doesn't actually manage to get it because that player is Necromancer, but he is going for the other kill. That seems to be a lot easier. So there's 35 seconds to start. I kind of want to see how he handles KXMA because KXMA is probably playing Phoenix, which is a hard counter to Necro, but also Necro kind of counters Phoenix in a little bit of like a way. So let's see how he uses his mobs. In the first game, we didn't really get to see him use his mobs a lot, so I want to see how he uses them against a pro player like KXMA. Pro is in, you know, he won the Blitz Duos tournament, of course. Okay, so yeah, there appears to be another like threat in the game. Okay, so instead of going for the Blitz Star, Acruse is going for this player that's on 10 health. This is very not smart gameplay right here. Maybe he's trying to time it out beforehand. Okay, you are lucky, my friend. That was actually not a good play, but you are very, very, very lucky. See, this was a gamble on Acruse's part because if this guy would have hit one shot, he missed all of his shots, but if he would have hit one singular shot on Acruse, the star would have spawned, KXMA would have gotten it, and Acruse would have definitely lost because KXMA would have totally used the star on a Nyx Necromancer. 1,000,000% no doubt in my mind. So definitely, you know, don't make those risky plays. I know that you're a very ballsy player. You like being ballsy in Blitz. It gives you an adrenaline rush, but sometimes it is not all that good of an idea because, yes, you did pull that off, but there was literally, if he hit you one time with a rod even, if he hit you with like a rod or something, or if he hits you like in a combo twice, okay, definitely don't like the black screening. Okay, well, he just kind of dips out and just, okay, so he spawns all his mobs at once. I don't really like agree with spam spawning the mobs, but you know, to each their own. I mean, that's more of a personal preference on my end. I like to spawn them in a little bit more of a strategical manner. Okay, so KXMA hops right on the pig, and Acruse is having a hard time dealing with it, but he's zoning him out properly. He started immediately bowing him, which is always smart to do. If somebody's on a pig, make sure to bow them or use other forms of damage against them. He's zoning KXMA out very well. Okay, all right. Okay, I was wrong about the mobs. The mobs actually did a great job. Nice no. Oh, well, he's being toxic in the chat. Okay, nope, don't do that. That's, no, stop. That was a good play, but stop doing that. No, but that was a very good play on Acruse's part. He zoned KXMA out perfectly. He made KXMA feel the need to get... Okay, all right. Yep, he's number one in the tourney. Oh, okay, so first part of the game, OBS froze. Nothing good happened anyway. Okay, so here we are in a game that apparently happens. Another blackout screen. Okay. So he is playing Astronaut this game. I don't know what level of Astronaut he has. I'm going to have to see it for myself. Okay, so Astronaut Prestige 1. Oh my god, this guy only plays Prestige kits. So right off the bat, we go into a fight. Acruse immediately just like zones in on a fight. He sees the names through the wall fighting. He immediately turns his mouse to the left. Very smart awareness of the game. There are 3 people fighting. He fire axes one, completely deletes him out of the game. He's gone forever. There's somebody trying to clean the loot. He turns around to take him out too. He's hitting with his pot on accident, which that was not too good, but that's okay. Some people get a little jittery sometimes. That might have been his fist that he was trying to hit with, actually. He uses the Baker Pot to regenerate health, which I fully agree with. A lot of people only use Baker Potions to use in an aggressive way, but you can use Baker Pots in a defensive way. They do give you regen 1, so keep that in mind. The Blitz Star is already spawning in this game, so he started recording a good ways into it, but that's okay. I don't mind. Oh, never mind. Blitz Star was canceled. That's all right. This appears to be a pretty easy game for Acruse, considering he has, what, like 6 Astronaut Res Potions and 2... Or I think those are Toxie Potions. So 3 Toxie Potions, 3 Res Potions, and 2 Baker Pots, and a Speed Pot. I think this is pretty much GG's. This player tries to get the drop on Acruse. He's not having it. Well, actually, this guy's actually doing... Okay, I was about to say, this guy's doing a pretty decent job of getting Acruse low, but he takes him out live. But yeah, no, that last game, I kind of want to talk about that a little more. The zoning there was really good. I want to go back and watch that real quick. So I'll get back to where we were at, but real quick. So basically, he gets a little caught off guard here. And you see KXMA hits him. Then he double hits him. Hits him what, 3 or 4, 3 times. And then he starts bowing him immediately. And right here's when the zoning kind of goes on, what I'm talking about. So the mobs are making KXMA move over to the right. And Acruse takes the position behind the staircase, and he completely zones him out. The mobs are really fucking up KXMA here. As you can see, the skeletons TP onto Acruse right there, and he wins because of it. I'm going to skip past all the toxicity bullshit that Acruse gets into. We're here to review gameplay, not toxicity. Even though if I were to review toxicity, I would give him a solid 6 for this video, alright? Teabagging is not very cool, my friend. I'm just kidding. Teabagging in Minecraft is fucking hilarious. What am I on? I love teabagging in Minecraft. It's so funny. I'm not even ashamed. Alright, so the video seems to be ending soon, so skip forward. Acruse kills just a buffalo, and he waits until deathmatch. He is going around tracking the player with his compass. He's probably not going to get to them in time. Actually, he might. He might end the game here. It might happen. Okay, so this player doesn't really need to seem to know what they're doing. They combo Acruse away, and the deathmatch timer is boom. Did he Baker pot in that fight? I think he did. I didn't even notice that. That was like really fast. Okay, so he Baker potted in that fight. He definitely did. All right, dope. I was just wondering. Okay, so he puts his poison pots into his inventory. That's what I like about Acruse's gameplay that I don't see very often. He will sort his inventory very often to adapt. A lot of players sort their inventory for the long term. Acruse sorts his inventory in the short term. So before he takes a fight, he will sort his inventory really, really fast for what items he needs for that scenario. It is insanely amazing inventory management, and it's not something we've seen from this series so far other than from like KSC TDD. So very good to see that from Acruse. I think we saw it from Speed Silver too. I'm not too sure, but Acruse does it very, very well. You know, he knows exactly what items he's going to need for what scenario, and he knows how to use those items. So, you know, all in all, pretty good. All right, so let's see how he, I love how, you know, I'm talking about how he knows how to sort his inventory, but really, like, it doesn't matter all that much because, like, he has so many items. But it's still good to know, you know, like, it's good things. See, that pot was great. Did you see that debuff? Double hit, back up pot against the wall. They're now poisoned and fired. Holy shit. I feel bad for that person. All right, so he poison pots a couple times. The rest of the video is just him, like, running around, and it fades out to black. But generally, very good gameplay from Acruse. I was actually surprised. I normally get a little weary when certain people send me gameplay reviews. I think they're going to be, like, low-key hacking in the video or something, and a lot of the time, I'm curious myself to see how these players fare in a legit way. And I appreciate that everybody has respected the fact that I'd like for them to play legit for this series so far. And Acruse is actually really not that bad at Blitz after all, you know? Like, he's got some solid game sense, honestly. He knows when to kite from a fight, and he knows when to engage. But the one thing about him that I would say is definitely a downside is he is a way too ballsy. He needs to learn to cool down, think some stuff out a little bit more. I know that Blitz is a PvP game, but there are other ways to kill your opponent and juke them out. There are multiple instances in this video where Acruse was about to die or lose the entire game over something that he could have easily fixed by just playing a little bit less headstrong, or I guess playing a little less heated, you know, sitting down, chilling out, cool down, think about some things. Other than that, no, his inventory management is great. His PvP is immaculate. His engaging on fights is a little bit sus sometimes, and his general awareness of the star and how to acquire it needs some work too. He plays kits that don't really need very great chest roots, so I'm not really going to judge him on that too much. But it appeared that his chest root was all right on Alice when he was playing Paladin, so I'm not really going to judge. Generally, though, all around pretty decent player. I would give him a solid, I'd give him a solid 8.5 out of 10. Actually, 8 out of 10. Taking away half a point because, you know, you almost got yourself killed a couple times. And you were toxic. Stop being toxic in Blitz. We do not need toxicity. No teabagging. Teabagging on a Nick is lame, my friend, all right? This is gameplay review, not character review, but even I wouldn't do that, all right? And I have access to Nick at any given moment. So, anyway, that was gameplay review number 10 for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to submit a clip for me to review, or if you would like to submit a clip in the hopes of me reviewing it at least, make sure to email duckduckdog1@gmail.com with 16 to 20 minutes of gameplay preferably. And yeah, just keep it raw, by the way. So overall, Acruse was a very pleasant player to review. I was pleasantly surprised by his awareness of the game, but there are some things he needs to work on that I already discussed. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Gameplay review series is not ending anytime soon, so make sure to submit those clips. All right, anyway, see you guys around. Duck, duck, dog, signing out.